Hello everyone, my name is Viable Karma. Thank you very much for tuning in to my DLC review video. As you guys may know, if you're new to my channel you wouldn't. I did a review video on the previous DLC on Advanced Warfare. And personally I was thinking about doing it for all of them. So when the new DLC comes out I'll be doing a review video on that. I'm still going to be doing the live videos as normal, like the live commentary videos whilst playing through the games. It just doing this, it gives you a video of reviews and you'll still get all of your live commentaries as normal, so you just get a bonus video essentially. So essentially what I've done is I've played the maps, I've thrown together some clips. As you can tell, we're on the map Skyrise, which is a fan favourite remake of High Rise from Modern Warfare 2. And just my first thoughts were that I know the map layout. I've played Modern Warfare 2 for God knows how long. I know the layout. It's knowing where people can actually get to with the exo abilities. The pacing of this map is a lot faster, due to the exo suits. You can get across the map in less than probably 30 seconds, not even that. I'm thinking like 15 seconds, so you definitely have to watch your back. I actually ran, as you can see, with the MP11 Goliath, and I believe I switched it up because I played a couple of games of each, putting together this video. Unfortunately, Parliament, which is another map in this DLC, it just wasn't getting wasn't getting chosen. I played one game, and I still have only played one game. And I've thrown that one in at the end. It does have some good clips in it. It shows you sort of the map layout in general. But that is my biggest problem, I think, is when doing videos like this. Because they're cuts and they're edited quite a lot. If you haven't played the maps before, then it may be quite difficult for you to actually follow the pacing of the maps here. But as you can see, we're actually switching it up. We're actually using the HBR A3 Insanity, still on Skyrise, or High Rise. I'm not sure why they changed the name. I'm not sure at all. But I believe in this game, I do actually get, I think, a warbird or at least an assault drone, and I tried to fly it around, having the aerial view as much as I could, so you could see as much of the map as you could, rather than getting the kills, which I think would have been a better option, but. I wanted to show you the layout so you have a better understanding, because for those people out there who have never played Modern Warfare 2, this could be completely new for you, but it's definitely a really good map. Although I have played it before on Modern Warfare 2 as High Rise, it's not actually my favourite within the Supremacy DLC. We'll get to my favourite as we come around, but you can just see me picking people off. Knowing the spawns obviously as well is definitely what you want to actually know and learn through playing the game and playing the map. I mean, it's early days. Everyone, I'm assuming, knows a couple of spawns, but you don't know all of the spawns. And you can see me trying to shoot these people out in here with the aerial assault drone. And also, I think there's a guy who was hacking. I actually fly over to him, and I'm thinking, what are you doing up there? Because honestly, I didn't see him to start off with. I was too busy trying to show you the map from the plan view, and then I saw this sniper shot go past, and he's sitting on that building. It's like, I don't even know how you go up there. It must just be a glitch. Maybe it's even a place you can go. I'm not too sure at all, but nevertheless, I think he got quite a few kills from being up there. But here I get the missile strike, or whatever you want to call it, and it shows you more of the aerial view again. I completely fail with it though. I hit it into, it looks like the helicopter thing there, but what can you do? I was just focusing on trying to show you every bit of each map. So I've actually got some information which I've been reading about regarding each map. So what I'll do is when we switch over to different maps, I'll actually go through and I'll explain some information, where the map's set, And just generally, you know, you want to be using SMGs, you want to be using assault rifles, you want to be using snipers, all that good stuff. But essentially with high rise or sky rise, I found I did a lot better with the HBR A3 than I did with the MP11 Goliath. Purely because there are a lot. I mean, this is a sniping map, like for example, so there's a lot of long lines of sights, there's a lot of places you can get picked off, and just to have a more accurate assault rifle I found to be better. I didn't have peripherals on, but I wish I did. But you know, let's not stop talking about that. We're going into the next DLC map, and honestly this one is hectic. So as you can see on screen, it's Compound, and honestly it's crazy. There's pretty much action everywhere. You got to, you know, you got to be on the ball with this map. But essentially this is this map essentially takes place in the Atlas training camp in America. So you'll see a lot of targets scattered around the map, and honestly the amount of times I mistook them for people is just unreal. They're just scattered everywhere, and essentially this is a close quarters map. So I'm using a bow. I'm actually using some random variant which you know, the bullets or the fire rates, if you like, actually increase after you're shooting a weapon for a certain amount of time. So it wasn't really the best idea, the best gun to use, but I believe I do switch it up, and an SMG is what you want to be using on this map. There's honestly no doubt. You know, there's corners, there's a lot of loops around, and people sort of jump up in your face, and people are jumping all over the place, and it's very crazy. But anyway, you know, there's lots of blind corners and ambush spots, so you could be somewhere and people are just jumping out and you don't even realise. So the blind spots are, for example, you could be in a corner hidden and people just run past. There's lots of high traffic flow area, which is probably where you're seeing most of my clips on the screen, because a lot of people just head straight for the middle. Essentially where this yellow container is where a lot of the action happens. But you know, honestly, this map, essentially the short run of it is it's very small. The visuals are pretty good sometimes, but obviously being blind spots, then people will kill you as they're sitting in corners. And also this is not my favourite, although I really did actually enjoy playing this game. I found it quite difficult jumping into a game, have never played it before, and actually trying to get some decent kills, because you know it's different. I know it's because it's a new map and things, but it is knowing the spawns, like I said earlier on in the video. But also I do get a controllable warbird, and essentially I wanted the controllable warbird because then again it gives you the bird's eye view, the aerial view of the map. It can show you where all the containers are, the sort of the flanks area, and essentially this is a left, middle and right map. So quite a, I'd say quite a Black Ops 2 styled map. And you know, I like that because a lot of people, you can just flank around. It means there's always some form of action happening somewhere, and I believe here, oh no, it wasn't here. I thought it was here where I get my warbird, but oh, this is when I got the remote turret, but I didn't put it a sentry. I wanted to use it, and I stuck it right in the middle on the yellow container, and I only showed one kill, but honestly, people were just flying past. I didn't even look. I didn't even look to see it was there, and I was just picking people off. Oh, the warbird, when you control it yourself, it's so bad. It's so bad, and it overheats so quickly. You can see me just chasing this guy, and I just can't. I can't. You know, the weapon's overheated, and I missed out on a kill. So, but I did it so you could see the aerial view, which I hope, looking back at it now, I hope it helps. It helps me, but then again, I've played the maps. If you've never played the maps, this is the idea that, you know, there's two main buildings, high traffic flow area, very, very close quarters, and good for kill streaks, because if you're getting like, I don't know what they're called on here, like I'm going to say Hellstorm missile or something along those lines, you are going to be picking people off, although there are a lot of buildings, but a lot of the buildings do have some form of open top. Essentially there is an underground area as well. Well, it's more like through a tunnel, but let's not get into that, because the next map is Kremlin, which is, I believe, is based in Russia. And oh my god, this is my favourite. There's two high-end, like almost, I'm going to call them half skyscrapers, because they're not quite skyscrapers, but, you know, essentially they're at either side, and they have turrets on it. So every time you're going through the middle of the map, you're going to be looking straight away to see if there's someone on the turret ready to shoot you. I do have some clips of the turret in action, and you know, it's just so easy, it's so overpowered. Well, it's not overpowered because you can easily get sniped off, but you know, I think that the gun doesn't actually overheat, so you could just keep firing it, but you're making yourself pretty obvious that someone's on the turret. I mean, it will get more and more known that you need to look at that turret. If you're not looking at the turret, then someone could be there, and you could easily just get, you know, shot very quickly. It kills you very quickly. But I get a nice streak on this map. Actually, I wanted to not cut as many clips from this one because I know I'm guilty of spending a lot of time in the towers, because those turrets, man, honestly, so overpowered. People always want to get to either side, and they want to get on that turret. They want to snipe people who are on the turret. So a lot of the action does happen like that. But as you can see, I have got a warbird. Once again, I accidentally click it, I believe, and I call it in the stupidest place ever. But it is a controllable by me warbird. So you get to see the aerial view again, because I do spend a lot of time in the building, and that is because that is where a lot of the action happened. I mean, you can see there's a bridge in the middle, two main buildings, two flanks around either side again, or flank around the middle. You can actually go underneath the bridge as well, so it's quite a nice shortcut just to cut across the map. Quite dangerous though, because obviously the people, you know, at the top of the towers with the guns there will definitely have a good visual sight on you and can easily kill you with that turret. I mean, it doesn't take long. I mean, we've seen some clips, and also you'll see a clip of me just sniping the guy. He wasn't paying attention to inside the building, so I managed to be downstairs, looked through the door, got a nice easy snipe on him, and actually pulled off a nice other snipe as I see my teammate die. But last map in the Supremacy DLC is Parliament, and this is actually set along the bank of the River Thames. So, you know, here in the UK, essentially I believe it's London has been, or Big Ben definitely has been has suffered from a terrorist attack. So it's a small map, a load of action. I mean, the cargo ship, honestly, that is where the action is piling through. It's a docked cargo ship, so you're not out in the Thames. You're just docking. But out of all of the maps, this is the one I got to play least on, and I believe it's quite close quarters. But there are some secret spots where the snipers can just sit and pick you off. I believe I shoot a couple of people from there, and you know, it's always balanced. You know, it's not every part of the map isn't good for snipers, so I don't think you're gonna get completely bombarded with them. Rather than, you know, it's just a few lines of sight, so you just need to know that those lines of sight are there. Close quarters, as I said, I used the HBR A3. I don't know if I switched it up, because then again I only got one game, unfortunately, because this was just, people just weren't picking this map. I mean, it's the shortest clips I've got, so unfortunately that is all I have on Parliament. But Parliament was good. I will get a full gameplay for you, that's a promise. But if you have enjoyed my review, overall my favourite map, I'm gonna have to say, is Kremlin. Feel free to click on screen at some of my previous videos. Stay hyped for the, I said that last time, stay tuned for the hype music. Guys, my name is Viable Karma. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.